Hello and welcome to the penultimate round of the Skill Issue Championship Series 2020. We're at Watkins Glen for this one. Max, Checo, and Daniel are top 3 in the Drivers' Championship. I'm in 11th, 1 point behind Pierre Gasly, but I love this track and I'm hoping to make some ground on that front. Gonna skip right ahead to the results of qualifying here, and what we see is... So we've got Lewis Hamilton on pole with Max Verstappen in P2 and Valtteri Bottas in 3rd. Checo is best of the rest. And now I know after the last few rounds I've been solidly qualifying last place, but actually this time I did a little better and I qualified 19th in front of Antonio, don't call him Tony Giovinazzi, Mr. P7 himself in the last round. Just looking forward to getting the wheels moving and having a great race. Let's go.
Floor it, green, green, green.
And we are rolling. Once again, a bit of a weak start, not my worst. Finally, I didn't get left behind, and I am cutting right through the middle, making up another position, car bouncing on the right, and all the way up to P17 in the first turn, just getting settled in, riding the camber, taking the nice smooth sweepers, and having a good run. Finishing the straight here and coming up to some of my favorite corners to take in this game. I don't know what to call this. It's not quite a chicane, but a little bit of a right, left, right into the nice descending right-hander here. Chewing up the front left tires and keeping position. Hard on the brakes, make a U-turn, and try to keep it clean on the exit. So strategy-wise in this race, as I get held up by the AlphaTauri, is I believe I'm going to go to softs to hards. Reason being, aside from Barcelona, I feel like this is a track where the front left gets chewed up the most. And you'll see by the time I hit the pits, it's pretty well done. But I have to get there. I'm thinking 5 or maybe 6 laps if I'm lucky. I'll get into the pits, I'll swap onto hards, and just ride it up for the rest of the race. But anyways, I'm going to let the rest of this lap play out, and then I'll get on to the highlights.
Intimidated by this little shit. Make him work for it. The window open. P17.
Just a little bit later into the second lap here, going on to the big straight. We've got 3 cars, including the AlphaTauri that's been holding me up. Gonna go into the not quite chicane, outbrake them a bit, shift down, and just coast through. P14.
Bottas.
And it's immediately onto lap 4, where I've been stuck in the same position for a while, but I finally catch up to Vettel. I've got the menu open there for the pit stops because I accidentally bumped it, but passing him easily, and once again going to use the not quite chicane here to just box out the line and claim P13.
The next car is Gasly.
On to lap 5 now, once again in the first sector sweepers, headed towards the long straight. There's another AlphaTauri, there's Esteban Ocon just slogging it, gonna crank up the battery just for a second, get past them, here comes the not quite chicane, box them out, and there they go off in the distance. P11 in 5 laps. Lap 5 now, I've been in P11 for a little bit, and I'm coming up on the back of Lance Stroll, who faces the wrong way, an easy position, and finally back into the top 10 in lap 5 at Watkins Glen. Lap 6 came and went without incident, so you see I've called into the pits. I'm going to swap to hards and then do the second stint, the second 2/3 of the race on hards, and see how that goes.
Look out for the pit speed limit.
All the way ahead to lap 10 now. I actually came out of the pits in P18, but made some passes by other drivers, boxing for new tires. I'm here on the back of the Haas car, just using a bit of slipstream, a lot of battery, claiming the position along the straight, and once again, using the not quite chicane to just back them off. Moving ahead to lap 12 now, you see Esteban Ocon has just come out in front of me along the pit exit. He is in P11, I'm in P12. But we're coming up to the straight where I've got battery and slipstream, and I'm going to make it count, claim P11, and start trying to work my way up the field, hopefully to get a point. But unfortunately for me, it wasn't quite meant to be. Esteban Ocon has been on my back for the entirety of the lap. He's got softer tires, he's got fresher tires, I've got worn out hards at this point, and he's got the inside line. I can't really box him out without making contact, so unfortunately, he would reclaim P11, and that would be the last position change for me in this race, leaving me in P12 by the time we cross the finish line. So the final results are as follows. Hamilton wins, Max Verstappen takes second place, Bottas takes third, Checo takes fourth, and Ricciardo takes fifth. I unfortunately didn't make it into the points. I beat Lance Stroll, but I did not beat Pierre Gasly, who does get an extra point on me. Unfortunate, but it was an excellent race for me. I felt great start to finish. I know this was a very fast cut down, but the flow on this track is immaculate. And it's actually inspired me to, with the 2021 season, to include a few more of these non-F1, non-DRS tracks, because it was a lot of fun, and I know other ones are fun as well, but I'm going to make it work. And so now here are the driver standings for the Drivers' Championship. Max Verstappen is ahead by 19 points, and if he finishes in P6 or better in the final race, he will win the Drivers' Championship. Hamilton making a little bit of a fight in second place. Checo clears Daniel Ricciardo just a little bit for P3, and Ricciardo is best of the rest. Now what this means is I've got one more race on a track that is a particular challenge for me to try and outscore Pierre Gasly and be in the top 10 in my rookie season. Will it happen? There's a chance, right? But until then, thanks for watching. I'm going to practice Brazil because it's been a very long time since I've raced on that track. And have a good day. Bye.